From the flight deck to your TV set, you're watching 5 Minutes with Herb. From the flight deck to your TV set, you're watching 5 Minutes with Herb. I'm your host, Herb Jackson, and as always, my goal here today is to make this the best 5 minutes of your day. So I ask that you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome aboard. We often hear the phrase uttered, living the dream. Well, my guest today is doing just that. From as a young child where he worked in his local school musicals and plays, he worked his way to landing roles in popular TV shows such as ER and Judge and Amy. After continued schooling, he became a member of the band in Big Time Rush, which allowed him to travel worldwide and entertain us all. Along the way, he married a spy kid, had a couple kids, moved to the islands, and now, along with his wife, is a star in the Hallmark series Picture Perfect Mysteries. So without further ado, let's welcome aboard my man, Carlos Penavega.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
My man, how you doing today?
Oh, I can't complain. Life's good. I'm still breathing, so I'm happy.
Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with me today. As a kid, like we have dreams, and you're wanting to act, and all of a sudden you land a role, an appearance on ER. How was that? You can take us back to those days.
Here I am at 15 years old on the Warner Brothers lot. I'm the only kid on the show, so I have like a teacher who's teaching me school, and I'm learning how the whole schooling thing works, and I have to have 3 hours. It was just like a mind-blowing, like, oh, wow, this is how we do it, I mean, there were days that I was on set that I didn't even work because I had to just bank hours for school. But as a first-time actor, I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm coming to the studio to do school, and they're like, yeah, this is how it works. You got to bank the hours and this and that. So it was a learning process, but it was so much fun.
Yeah, that's good. Great experience. And then you continued to study. And as you moved along, you ended up being part of the band of Big Time Rush. How awesome was that?
Like, that's what set me on my path in my career, right? What's a crazy story is that I sent in a tape for that audition, and I had just finished a reality show called Making Menudo, and they were remaking the Menudo boy band. Yeah. And I got kicked out at like number 7 and number 8, like not even close, right? Uh-huh. And I was super just bitter about that experience. So when he told me about Big Time Rush, which had no title at the time, I was like, no way, not going to do it. And he said, Los, you sing, you just did the boy band thing. Let's just put it a tape, just put something on tape. Yeah. So I sent it. And the rest is history. I booked it, which is crazy to me.
How was that experience like amongst the guys, with you guys kind of being together all the time? How did that work out?
It was a solid 5 or 6 years that we were together all the time. I saw them more than I saw my own brothers. I mean, I was every single day, Monday to Monday with these guys, working on set and then touring, and working on set and touring, and then in the studio. So yeah, I mean, we all got along great. We all fought like brothers. We loved like brothers. It was fun.
And then as you progress, I mean, you're gaining a lot of experience. You have an unbelievable amount of exposure. You start working a little bit on the other side of the camera, doing some production roles. I was able to view Mighty Oak, which just came out recently. And tell us, how was that to not only play in the movie, but to help produce that movie?
We really wanted to produce because we thought, how are we going to do projects? How else do we do projects that we want to do, right? So we have to produce them. So Sean McNamara came to us. I did a movie called Spare Parts with him years and years ago. And he said, hey, I have this project. I want you and your wife to be in it, but I also want you guys to produce it with us. And that's like an actor's dream. Oh, yeah. I mean, I promise you, any actor you talk to, for the most part, they'll say, I want to produce the projects I'm in, because they get to put their heart into it, not just in the acting, but in everything else.
Yeah.
So we got to do that, and it was such a dream come true.
And speaking of family atmosphere, I would consider you one of the pillars of the Hallmark Channel.
I'll take it.
I mean, you and your wife, you're in the cookbook, and you have your own show there, the Picture Perfect Mysteries, which actually I think the third movie just came out, correct?
Yeah, the third one just came out, and what's been awesome about Hallmark is that we also get to produce all of these movies with them. And you know what, Hallmark is such a great, safe place to work. We love it. It never compromises any of our values. And the family comes to set. All the kids are in a big trailer, and we come in between shots, and we hang out with them. And I'm sure once they're doing schooling, we're going to be doing schooling, checking their math, and doing that.
My man, my man. Hey, before we let you go, I got to get you into the lightning round. And so tell me, what's a better logo for you or a nickname? Beast Mode or the Legion of Doom?
Oh, Beast Mode.
Speaking of bands, what's a better band? Big Time Rush or the Army of Love?
Ooh, Big Time Rush.
Favorite recipe out of the Hallmark cookbook? The caramel candy or the Sancocho stew?
Sancocho stew, 100%.
I knew I'd screw that up.
No, dude, you're good. Listen, that's a hard one.
Sancocho stew. I have a bonus question for you.
Bonus question, okay.
I saw you and your family were named the godfather of the Sympathy of the Seas and Royal Caribbean cruise lines. That is an Oasis quality ship. Can you give me the names of the other three in the fleet?
Oh my gosh, of course. So we got Oasis, we got Allure, we have Harmony, and we have Symphony, and there's about to be the Wonder of the Seas. We are cruise obsessed. I know every single ship.
Dude, you got it, man. You got it. All right. Carlos, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate you coming on. Folks, that'll do it for another episode of 5 Minutes with Herb. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.